Welcome, Cancer, to your weekly love reading for July 2nd to the 8th of 2018. Happy birthday. If your birthday is this week, I wish you the best. Alright, so let's look into your 10-card Celtic Cross spread for July 2nd to the 8th of 2018. Cancer and love. July 2nd. Let's see. Okay. So, overall energy and theme is coming out of past conflict with somebody. Maybe you were in a confrontation, you were arguing with somebody, some harsh thoughts that you may have had about somebody. That energy is kind of lifting, so I feel like this is kind of, taking a boat trip, getting away, whatever you might be doing, just kind of severing a tie that you might have with somebody if the conversation is always dealing with arguments, disputes, resentment, and things like that. All right. The obstacle is still, this is Aries have this as well, with temperance being there. It's like you're taking a spiritual path where you're kind of just, serenity, trying to relax yourself, trying to do your best to address certain matters, take, bite the bullet, so to speak. If you did something wrong and your partner addressed some issues and maybe it was very harsh, you're kind of like, okay, I'm taking it in. Don't keep going far, because you might provoke me and say something I don't, want to say back. But this is energy of kind of just taking your time and to deal with certain situations that were very heavy. That was moving from the 5. The 5 is temperance there, which is a major arcana. So that's like, don't flip out. All right, be cool. There is some sadness there, like loss. Maybe you went through a loss of somebody, someone that you have to release, someone that you might be having to release right now just for the interim, maybe just for a little while. So this is a major issue. So sometimes severe depression, or just kind of just in your head about certain things. So you could be dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius for some. The recent past, yes, you went through maybe a breakup. Now this could be a divorce, it could just be arguments and saying that you don't want to commit, someone doesn't want to commit to you because of marriage issues, or just your beliefs and how you're treated, and or the lack thereof, not being respectfully, someone not speaking to you respectfully, just talking to you, having a conversation and just being honest. So that could be an issue of some kind of disputes. And even if it does deal with your family, friends, religion, different things like that, your beliefs, so that could be an issue. Some dealing with the Taurus. And you do have the Fool here. Gemini had this as well, and this is you aggressively trying to pursue something else, letting go, trying to free yourself up from something that was very heavy and toxic, and just no longer wanting to be bothered. So just freeing your energy up. Could be dealing with an Aries for some. Aries showing up again here. So the energy of person that's coming towards you, that person may be very manipulative, because they know how emotional you might get about certain matters. They know what to say to trigger your emotions, to do certain things, to kind of get under your skin. So try not to allow that to happen. That particular person might also be very distracted when it comes to material wealth, or just focusing on themselves at times. So they could be very dependent upon you, in some way, and you might want your space. For some, that might be the issue. So if you're dealing with somebody like that, I feel like those two facets may pull you back. So just be cautious about that. It's not good to see. You have all these major arcanas, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas here. So some big heavy energies this week. All right, so let's see your response. You're getting over heartbreak, getting over the tension that is there. So words that have been said to you, you kind of allow them to sink in, and kind of allowing yourself to heal as you might. So just taking some time. So this is a week to just allow yourself some space. Now their response, they're getting over their own worries. They're stressed about you, maybe you moving on from them moving on from you. Are things going to work out? Is the ending really near, or are we going to really be able to separate and move our own separate ways for some of you out there? So they're trying to get over their own anxieties and insecurities. Now the obstacle is facing reality. I feel it's like a truth is there, the truth about a particular person, their ways, seeing them for who they are, whether it's not someone that's very toxic for you, or the fact that they could have been dealing with somebody else, and we'll look into why that's there. So I see, like, how somebody's treating you. Do you want to accept that? Do you like it? Do you approach it? Do you address things, or you have fear of addressing things because they might move on? That's something to think about. That's another major arcana there. And then the outcome is the King of Cups in reverse. So this could be your own energy of sometimes being overly emotional, or you're dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer who is that manipulative person that you might be dealing with. Now this could be someone who has drinking issues, drug problems. It could be, you know, different things of trying to escape the reality of what they've done wrong, or this could be you. You know, it just depends, male or female, in your relationship, or it could be a parent, somebody that you're dealing with, or outside party. Now let's look into the moon in reverse for the obstacle. Look at the moon in reverse for Cancer. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and when this is coming through, it says, I feel two things for you. When you have to move on from someone to embrace good things that come to you, that's the reality of something that needs to happen, that needs to shift. Others of you, it's like you're dealing with somebody who might be manipulating you, and it's like you want to start a new beginning with them, but they're dealing with some other things. Maybe they're dealing with heartbreak from another person, and that's the truth that's coming out. And I feel like you two might be soulmates. So I feel like some of you might know what side of the coin that you are on when the Wheel of Fortune is coming out like that. Let's do that one more time. Clarify the moon for Cancer. Yep, you have the World. So you have to move away from somebody into something new. For some of you out there, make sure that you address certain issues so that you're being treated fairly, I feel. Let's clarify the Nine of Swords in reverse for your partner's or love interest response. Clarify the Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, that particular person is also trying to, they could be an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, but they're trying to do their own thing, to be independent, and also move away from you in some way. Sometimes you might be dealing with someone who says they're going to leave, but they stay around. They come back. You know, that kind of thing is going on back and forth. It doesn't have to be an air sign. It could be someone that you're dealing with. But I feel like that's important. I also feel like they are trying their best to stick to that truth, that they need to move away from you in some way, or deal with a past person that they're dealing with currently that keeps you two apart from being with one another. All right. So let's look into the romance angels for you for Cancer. Messages for Cancer. Romance angels for Cancer. July 2nd to the 8th. So we have new love. Yep. It says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings for sure for a lot of you out there. And if it's not someone there already, that is part of you releasing something that is not working out. You know what it might be. It might be hard. It might be very painful for you to understand that. But it says on the other side of that door or the mountain is something new for you. And that person could come into your life if you were to free your energy up. That's what it is. And for others of you, you know who this person is because you've been communicating with them, but you are having to wait, and it's still causing you a lot of sadness and impatience. So let's see messages for Cancer for this week for July 2nd to the 8th. Then we have wedding. This situation involves marriage, and this could be a wedding that you, or a marriage that you are already in. It could be very young. It could be something that you're planning, thinking about. Could be a marriage that you're getting out of, or someone that you're dealing with is married, so that affects you in some way for some. All right, and let's do well, yeah, that's going to be a reading. All right, that's going to be a reading for the week. I do hope that the messages did help you out. Lots of love, lots of light to you, tons of healing vibes, and you can always go to psychicloveheals.com to schedule something personally for your energy, as these are general. All right, have a good one.